In this lesson, we're going to talk about orthographic views in multi-view drawing. Specifically, we're going to talk about running object snaps, creating object lines, layer visibility, and then adding detail to the drawing. Now that we have our construction lines drawn, we can move on to drawing the object lines. The first thing we're going to have to do is set our object layer as the current layer. To do that, we're going to have to go to the Layers toolbar panel, and we're going to go ahead and have to click the drop down with our left mouse button, and you'll notice we have the opportunity to select Object, and you'll now see that the object layer is our current layer. Before we start drawing, we're going to set something called running object snaps. In AutoCAD, while using geometry construction commands, the cursor can be placed to points on objects such as endpoints, midpoints, centers, and intersections. In AutoCAD, this tool is called Object Snap. Object snaps can be turned on in one of two ways. You can have a single point or override object snaps. That sets an object snap for one use. Or you can have running object snaps. This sets object snaps active until we turn them off. The procedure we have used so far is the single point object snaps option, where we select the specific object snap from the object snap toolbar for one use only. But we're going to go ahead and set running object snaps. To do that, we have to make sure that the menu bar is turned on. If it's not, you need to go up here, click the down arrow, show menu bar, and then under Tools, we're going to go to Drafting Settings. In the Drafting Settings dialog box, we want to select the Object Snap tab. Notice in here that you can see check marks on the boxes that say whether they are on or off. So for example, I'm turning all of these off right now, and I can select all, I can clear all, or I can do them individually. Turn on the running object snap by clicking the Object Snap On box. We want to make sure that only intersection, endpoint, and extension are on. So intersection, endpoint, and extension. Once you're done with that, go ahead and select OK. I want you to notice in the status bar area, the OSNAP button is switched to on. We can turn this on or off quickly by pressing F3. Notice that it's off, and now it's back on. We can now continue creating the object lines. We will define the areas for the front view, for the top view, and the side view by adding object lines using the running object snap option. To do this, we select the line command, and notice as you move your cursor over top of any of the intersections, the visual aid will automatically display the intersection. It'll let us snap to that intersection of those lines. I want you to pick the four intersecting points closest to the lower left corner to create the four sides of the area of the front view. So we'll start here, go there, 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 and there. Once you're done, you right click and select enter, and that ends the line command. I want you to do the same thing for both the top view and the side view. So I can right click, repeat line, create the top view outline, and then create the side view outline. We're now going to turn off the construction line so we can get a better view of our three drawings. On the Object Properties toolbar, I want you to choose the Layer Control box. If you move your cursor over the light bulb for construction, you'll see that it turns off the visibility of that layer. And then you can click back in the drawing area, and now you'll notice that all that we can see currently are the three boxes we just drew for our front, side, and top view. We're now going to define a few more lines and get the front view of the object a little bit closer to what we want. To do that, we're going to use the offset command. We're going to select offset, and we want to offset by 1 unit, so select 1, hit enter. Then I want you to go to the bottom line and offset it up, and to the left side line and offset it to the right. Now that we have these lines, we can use the trim command to trim it down to what it's supposed to look like. So I'll go to trim, and then I select the lines that I would like to trim away. I'll trim those two away, this one, and this one. Right click and select enter.